the corner of my desk sits a brass unicorn figurine that serves as the constant reminder for what we're striving for here at South Boulevard Elementary. When we think of the unicorn, it is the rarest among rare of animals. That is something that we strive for daily here at South Boulevard Elementary, is to become the rarest of the rare of schools. Several years back, I jumped on social media looking at how teachers and principals were networking and branding themselves, and discovered the term a unicorn school. And a unicorn school is that school that creates a culture where the students are excited to come every day, the teachers love and enjoy coming to work, and that's something that we started out seeking for our school. One way that we accomplish the unicorn school is probably what I would consider my biggest accomplishment as an educator. And one thing that I'm very prideful of is the relationships that we build here at South Boulevard Elementary. You know, James Comer says it best when he says that true learning cannot take place unless it is relationship based. What we know and understand is that our teachers and our parents and our community have to work together and have a great relationship, or learning is not going to take place. When we look back at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, something that we've all studied as pre-service teachers, rarely do we, when we're in the field, kind of take those into account. And that's something that South Boulevard Elementary is doing, is looking at our students from a social, emotional perspective as well as their academic careers. One of my most favorite days here at South Boulevard Elementary is when our pre-K and kindergarten students arrive on campus. A lot of times they get here, they're excited to go, they've got their brand new book bag, they've got pencils, they are ready to learn. The parents sometimes are a little bit more hesitant, they're nervous because they're turning their child over to us. One of the things we do here is we understand that we have to build that relationship that is so important, because there's kind of this, and I get kind of emotional thinking about it, there's this blind trust that a parent has to turn over their most valued possession to us. We don't take that lightly here at our school. What we know and understand is not only are we taking care of their babies, but we're also taking care and nurturing what we consider the most valuable resource that the world has to offer, and that's our students, our children. Another way that we build relationships with our parents is last year we reached out and decided to jump on the social media platforms. We of course have a Facebook page and Instagram page. We're also on Twitter, and of course we have our school Facebook page as well. Through these pages, these social media sites, we definitely share and update information. Parents are able to go on and see the fun and exciting things that we're doing here at school. But another interesting way that we communicate with our parents is, a lot of times parents are upset or they get nervous if their child comes home and they share a concern. You can't necessarily reach an administrator at 7 o'clock at night after dinner. What we've done on our social media platforms is I serve as the administrator of those. And if a parent is concerned over an issue, we share with them. You just send a message. It comes directly to me, and within an hour, we definitely have taken care of those issues, or you know that you'll get a phone call and we'll iron out any of those details the next day. What I find to be important and crucial in working with parents is they know that they always have somebody that's in their corner. We take pride at South Boulevard that we have had no negative social media reviews. And I think a large part of that is because of the open door policy that we have with our parents. They can come in at any times. And in essence, they truly have 24 access to me and to our school to share those issues and concerns. We never want a parent to be at home worried and concerned about what's going to happen to their child the next day at school. If there's a bus issue, they can reach out and we can definitely troubleshoot those issues quickly and fast. This year we embarked on a new journey. Last year was my first year as the principal here at South Boulevard, and it was kind of head above water, keeping the things running smoothly. And I sat back and I observed a lot, and really wanted to get a feel for what we as a school needed to do differently. And one thing that I noticed was that we do academics very well. I think that we do a great job. We're strong academically. But one thing I noticed was we were very consumed with getting our students out of the car, getting them off the bus, getting them in the cafeteria, getting them fed breakfast, and we roll them into the classrooms and we start teaching immediately. Never did we ever pause to kind of take a break and unpack the morning. Were our students emotionally ready to begin learning? Tying back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we have to understand and realize the importance of that. So one thing that we instituted morning meetings. Morning meetings is 10 or 15 minutes in the morning where we kind of triage our students. We take a look at it. We identify the students that maybe have not come to school clean, or maybe have not had a meal. And we definitely take care of those needs so that we can set them up for success in order for their learning to take place, hoping to achieve even more academic excellence through taking care of social and emotional needs. Here at South Bogart Elementary, we've developed a hashtag that is SBE is the place to be. We end all of our social media post with that. It's interesting to see that a lot of our parents have adopted that and they tag everything with that as well. Without a shadow of a doubt, SBE is the place to be. We are creating this wonderful culture, this unicorn school, where teachers desire to be here to teach, students love to come, and parents love sending their students to us. You know, the biggest compliment that we can get, and we get it often, is that we don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it because my kid can't wait to come to school in the morning. When you have a population, a group of kiddos that want to be here, that's half the battle. It is through the hard work of our teachers and our staff that we're developing that school, that unicorn school, that students just want to be here. You know, ultimately, I think that my life mission will be complete whenever our students drive by this school as adults and point at it and say, that's the school that built me. That's the school that I have the greatest memories, and I wish I could go back to those times.